Hi, I'm Susanne Madsen, and in this video I'm talking to you about the power of goal setting in relation to your own personal career and the choices you make in that respect. You may find that where you're working today and the projects you're engaged in is partly a result of luck or coincidence and some planning potentially. But really, you may not be where you want to be ideally. You may have wanted to be working in a different type of company on different types of projects with different types of people. The way to get those things, the way to get the career that you absolutely adore yourself, is to be very conscious about the decisions you make and to start making goals and following these goals on a rigorous basis. How do we do that? Well, the first step really is to start dreaming, not to put limitations up. So what I encourage you to do is to identify a place where you really feel at ease with yourself, a place where you can be on your own and feel inspired. It could be outdoors, it could be a certain cafe, it could be, a certain place, maybe just even at home with some music on, being on your own, where you allow yourself to actually dream a bit and think about what you really want for yourself in your career. We need that space to think first of all. And some other things for you to think about is your strengths. What are you good at? What do you generally enjoy? When you've been really happy doing projects before, what was it that worked well for you? So really try to identify your dream scenario, your dream team, your most ideal company and industry to work for. And be honest. Don't put limitations up at this stage. Don't say to yourself, yeah, but I couldn't do that, or I couldn't be accepted into that industry. Just simply allow yourself to explore, look at what ideally you would like to work on. Then try to capture that. Once you've got that image in your head, try to capture it on paper. Very important in order to maintain and pin down your thoughts. Write what I call a vision and mission statement. That's really a paragraph where you summarize what you would like, where you would like to be, let's say 3 to 5 years from now. Again, it could be the types of teams you're working with, the type of industry, the types of projects, and what you generally contribute as a project manager. Capture that in a little paragraph on paper. And you may also want to draw it. Some people are more visual. You may want to draw it with different symbols, colors. It can be a great way to actually anchor it in your mind when you draw. It doesn't have to be great drawings, just straw drawings and diagrams can work as well. But capture it definitely on paper. So that's step number one. That is capturing where ideally you like to see yourself going in 3 to 5 years' time. The next step is then to put a more realistic hat on and say, well, how can I start to get there? And you need to start breaking things down. Rome wasn't built in a day, and you won't probably get your dream job in a day. So the second step is then breaking things down and just asking yourself, what is the first step? The first step might be that you start learning about a new industry. It might be that you start networking in a certain industry, catching up with people who you know have certain connections. It may be that you start enrolling on a course. There are, of course, many different actions you could take depending on what your goal is. But always ask yourself, what is the next small step I can take on a scale from 1 to 10 to move myself closer to my ideal job situation? Don't try to take too ambitious steps in one go, then we're just more likely to fail. Take small steps and create stepping stones. That's the best recipe really for achieving your dreams. And another good tip is to engage with a mentor or a coach or a good friend of yours who you can use as an accountability partner. It is like wanting to lose weight or wanting to exercise. You're more likely to do it if you actually work with someone who helps you stay motivated and committed to your own goals. So identify someone who you can work with, either formally or informally, who can help you to take those action steps that you know you need in order to achieve your dreams.